Long time no video with my girls, and we're
Okay,
back.
start again. And my phone was in the way, sorry.
Wow.
Wait, am I being seen in this frame?
Yeah.
You don't think we're linking? Sorry. No, we have to do it again.
No.
Okay, so you want co-stars?
Yeah, because my table.
Hey, Yamani. Long time no vlog, especially from my girlfriend diaries. I'm so glad we're doing this video together because we're about to spill the tea, boo. Spill the tea, and a huge shout out to Lipton who went ahead to sponsor this video because we're about to share with you guys things that we learned in our 20s, and damn, there's been a lot we've learned. We're still learning.
Also, Nancy Moy's living room is a sponsor.
I did not expect that. Anyway, I don't know who wants to go first. Or should I go first?
Yes.
Okay.
Go. Set the mood.
I want to say one of the things that I learned in my 20s, and I'm really glad that I learned over time, is to create a great trusting thing with my intuition. Like, I really trust my intuition. Anytime I feel a red flag, anytime my body feels like I listen to it. And it's interesting because for the longest time they always tell you, don't listen to it. Listen to your mind, listen to your heart. I feel like your intuition is something you need to listen to.
That's sixth sense.
That's sixth sense,
Yeah.
because the more you listen to it, the more the intuition strength grows, and that way you're able to like continuously have a better relationship with it.
And it's always right.
Really?
Yeah, it's always right.
Always
Yeah.
trust your gut.
Exactly. Okay. What else have you guys learned?
For me, it's not even what I learned in my 20s. It's like I was to go back in my 20s, what I'd do different. For me, I'd use my time wisely. I realize now that I'm a mother and I have a home to manage and things that I'm doing. In your 20s, you have time, you have resources, and this is the best time to kind of nurture a skill.
Yes.
Nothing, let's say, to do with what you're doing in school. So like for me, I know I started my blog then, but I think if I actually put 1,000% then, it would have been a very different thing. But I don't think I took that time and resources. We had a computer lab, so I never had to pay for internet. Zuku out here, you're trying to pay for stuff. So you have time to nurture that, and you're still in school. That's a good 4 years for you to nurture a whole new career you'd probably do when you're outside there. Right now there are no jobs, so this is the best time to even start. You also have customers within students.
Yeah.
You have your the students and your friends around can give you feedback on your product. You have that. When you're outside, that stuff is hard. You kind of you're not talking a lot with your friends. So you know what? Take advantage of that situation. What do you guys think?
For me, I believe that's 100% true, because you see, when you're younger, you have that mentality and you're saying, oh, I'm still young, there's still time.
Yeah.
Guys, that's the time. That's the time to do it, because if you wait, you'll end up being in your 30s or you're maybe almost 40 and you're thinking, I should have done that.
I should have done that in my 20s, yeah.
And also I think you need to take advantage of the opportunities that present themselves. Especially when you're in your 20s, you probably get a job offer somewhere and you're thinking, no, maybe it's not aligned with me. I say take it up. You
Yes.
never know what skill, what networking opportunity you'll get out of it. Do it.
I'll add on to that. My first job, I was working in an IT shop selling laptops. And I remember when I first got that job, I was like, I'm not doing it. But from that job, it opened so many eyes for me, and I was able to reach where I am right now. So what I'm currently learning right now, because I'm still in my 20s.
Your last year.
Last year, excuse me.
Last year.
Age is catching up.
Is it December that you're right?
It's December!
months.
Oh my goodness! Ooh.
The big 3-0.
The
That's
big
fine.
0. But I would tell you guys, know your tribe. Like, this is really important, because these are the people you're the same career path with. Okay, not even career path with. Maybe the same journey with. These are people who will help you. They'll understand your struggles. They can relate with you. You can be able to talk to them about anything. Be it financially, be it career-wise, be it family. Trust me,
it's necessary.
Everybody needs a tribe.
You do need that. I agree.
Actually, I really believe in the idea of homegirls, because come what may, they got you. Like, come what may, your homegirls got you. And even I think the best part I came to realize this was, to tie into what you're gonna say, which brings about my point, is when I went through my breakup, like, gosh, I just remember there was something Nancy said. She called me and she was just like, I'm here for you. Whenever you're ready, we'll give you space to decompress, but I'm here for you. Like, imagine your friends telling you, we're here for you, go through it, but we will be here. You definitely need your homegirls who are going to be there for you through it all, honestly.
I agree, and that is something I think I've come to learn in my late 20s. I did have friends in college, but I think they were not quality friends. You know, you'll just know, you are able to talk about a myriad of things. There is support. It's not just the party life, because those ones are there and it's okay, it's college, as in, you know, I'm not gonna stop you. But I think there's that quality friendship and they really last long. I also have friends from high school that I've stayed in touch, but one thing I've learned about friendship in my late 20s is you need to put in the work. Just like any relationship, if you're friends, you need to put in the work. I'm not saying you talk daily, I'm not saying you talk monthly, I'm just saying just put in the work, meet, you know, once in a while when you can. And it's amazing. I was telling her how I was inspired by Bob Collymor's friends, the boys, and I think it's really amazing.
But we already do hang out like that.
We do, yeah.
Like, we even have a girl group. That girl group is just...
on WhatsApp that Sheila just doesn't like talking a lot.
Yeah, Sheila is the blue tick queen. She will blue tick you and then be like, hey babe, I'm sorry. And we're just like...
When she needs
guilty.
something,
And
guys, respond.
They even asked me, Sheila, Kwani, what's been going on? It's like, we're just talking to ourselves. And I was like, girls, don't, just give me some space. Give me some time. I'm going through something.
We get it.
We get it.
So
that's she's the blue
That's
tick
the
queen.
thing again about knowing your tribe. They understand you. They know your flaws. They know your weaknesses.
Yeah.
I mean, they still love you.
Yeah.
No
And I
matter
think to
what.
add on to that, protect your friends back fearlessly. I think that's very important, because you're gonna meet people along the way who are gonna try to throw you off and tell you, you know, Nancy's not a good person.
Or they try to compare you,
No,
right?
they try to compare
I
you.
prefer
Sheila to Mandi, or I prefer that. Just protect your friends fearlessly. I mean, don't allow that kind of energy within your squad. Like, when people start comparing us,
We just ignore.
we ignore.
Yeah.
We're like, nah. Another thing I have learned in my 20s is love your time being single. Woo! So love your time being single. That's one thing that I would say I've come to even appreciate more. I'm not pressed for like a relationship. I'm not pressed to like fit into what society says. Oh, you get out of college, get that job, get that bae, get a baby, and live your dream life. It's boring. Like, life isn't supposed to follow that script. You're supposed to discover yourself. There's elements of yourself that you're going to discover more and fall in love with.
The older you get.
The older you get. So don't ever feel the pressure to commit to what society has programmed women to be. And, by the way, if you get into a relationship, you're not here to save a man. Please listen.
Is that another point?
Two points in one. Like, love your time being single, and if you get into a relationship, don't be out here trying to save a
So
man.
what are you trying to say? No saving a man, or you can't even like help a man like figure his way out, or
No, I don't. Okay, I'm not against like, you know, being a supportive partner to your bae. But there's this thing of like, oh, you know, I saved him. You know, I lazima nimshikilie. Like, I don't believe in the idea of saving. Is that other person saving you as well?
Do you
Or is
believe
it just like a one-way transactional kind of thing? Do you get what I'm trying to say? I think it's both of you need to be saving each other consistently.
should be on the same path.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah.
How about the love your time being single? I mean, in your 20s, just enjoy being single.
Yeah, I agree about being single in your, you know, just take your time. I'm not, you just, you know, if you find the one, great. But, you know, take your time.
Don't
it is
rush
a
into
lifelong, it's a
relationship
lifelong
just because-
commitment.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, take your time. Things are usually very sweet and rosy, and I always say, you do end up discovering the person as you go. So take your time. Yeah.
Your point?
My point is, in your 20s, you have time to fail, and that is fail fast and get up quicker. So don't. It's not like when you're older, they say it's harder to try new things and start new businesses and, you know, go for your dreams because there's so much holding you back. So in your 20s, you can try something, put your all, it doesn't work out, you wake up, try something else. So know that you have that opportunity to fail quickly and get up fast and keep it moving. So it's something that you're moving. So you don't want to wait till you're really old and you have so much going on in your life and you don't want to disappoint the people around you, especially for someone like me with the child. There's so many more factors. Without that, trust me, you can do your thing.
That's so interesting. Because we're all afraid of failing. We're all afraid of starting that thing. I say do it. Start it, fail, learn. Because you're not really failing. You're learning. So that's how you should look at it. Just look at it as continuous learning. Because even in your 30s, you're going to fail. It's not supposed to be like figured out also,
Yeah,
and
true.
of course, when you're venturing into something new, you'll always, okay, I wouldn't say always fail, but there'll be lessons. Like right now for me, I'm like, okay, I should have done this differently. I should have done this differently with my new salon. But I'm just like, it's a good thing I went through it. That way I was able to learn.
Yeah, being aware.
Yeah. You're aware.
It's so
of what's
interesting. I
happening.
was reading something Mook, Thimba, the owner of Mook, said. He was like, hey, he used to think these big corporations have all of it figured out. And he's like, everybody's just winging it and learning.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
It's everywhere. And don't be fooled. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay. My next point would be, don't be afraid to network. When they say it's all about who you know, I think it's really true.
It is.
So for me, I've always been, I remember back then, I used to be afraid of like making the small talks. Like if I see a group of people, I was always afraid of going to introduce myself and say hi and speak about something. But now that I'm in my late 20s, I'm kind of like taking that differently, because I'm like, you never know who you'll meet. And you never know what that person will have impact, what type of impact that person will have in your life.
Yeah.
Again, going back to my first job, I got my first job just because I introduced myself to someone and I told them I sell shoes. So they just came to me and they bought shoes. But then I ended up meeting her sister, who then ended up hiring me. So you just never know how you
Pretty dope.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've always been very fearless about networking. Like, that's something I pride myself in.
Some of us.
Like, I literally can walk up to someone and be like, hello, I am Miss Mandi. Like, fearlessly, I know that's a quality trait that I have, but I really encourage more people to nurture it, because you ain't gonna get that job. You're not gonna climb that ladder if you sit in your comfort zone. Great things never come from comfort zones. Just know that.
Yeah,
and if networking is something that is a big hurdle for you to jump.
Yeah.
Great things never come from comfort zones.
What?
Comfort zones. Wow, the trolling here is real, eh?
So another thing is, in your 20s, you have to trust the process. Sometimes we start something or do things and expect results immediately. You have to trust the process. It takes years to build what it is you want to build. Don't compare yourself to other people, so just trust the process. Many times I started things, I keep saying this, if I trusted the process of blogging, because I kept saying I had no one to look up to, so I kind of just did it. And sometimes I used to be so discouraged and be like, what exactly am I looking forward to? I see people doing well, but they're in other countries and I'm like, their economy is different. So I needed to trust the process of being here in Kenya and how it would have turned out for me. Yeah. So sometimes I definitely regret it, because I think if I stuck on that path, something maybe different would have come out of it. But it's cool. True. Believe you learn.
Rome wasn't built in a day.
True.
It wasn't. Damn. And now that you're 30, like, what's the one thing you can share with us? Like, because we're both looking forward to 30. Like, I'm clocking 30 next year. She's clocking 30 this year. You could give us a tip.
You know, they say
when sex better? Like, I keep hearing that.
Yeah, no, it is.
Come on, how? It's the same.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let me tell you something. You know, they say something goes off when you turn 30. I don't think it goes off when you turn 30 on the day. Personally, nothing went off for me. But the older I've gotten in my 30s, I'm realizing I've even started that page, Unapologetically Nancy, which is Unapologetically Fierce now. But for me, I'm really looking to just live my life authentically to myself and be acceptable that this is who I am. Yes. This is how I want to live my life. This is how I see myself, doing life. Whether someone wants to accept it or not, it's either you come in the journey of how I'm going to live this or just stay away. Don't stop me.
For me, I think I'm currently in this process of being you. Because I struggle so much with my self-worth. Like I'm always like, I don't know, I believe in myself, but I get intimidated very easily. So I'm really trying to grow that thick skin.
Yeah.
And I don't know why for me it's taking so much time to get there.
It will get there, trust me, it will.
I think for me, what I'm really loving is like the evolution that women go through. Like we're constantly trying to better ourselves. So with like Nancy, you can even see how she is investing in, you know, bettering herself. And I think that's something you kind of get into the groove of when you're getting into your late 20s. I've been noticing that because once I started to clock into the late 20s, that's when I was like, oh, which class can I take to get better? You know, you start slowly to get better at this evolution thing. So. And I hear like when you turn the big 3-0, you stop giving 0.
Yeah, you actually stop for sure, for shizzle. Like I
We
said,
ready.
it doesn't happen there and then, but it just, you know, you're just there. You're like, you know, you feel like you wasted maybe your 20s, and you're like, I'm not here to do this in my 30s. You know, nowadays, I used to have a problem saying no in my 20s. Gosh. That is one thing, guys. Start practicing to say no, I can't make it, not for me.
Yes.
Don't, you know, that you feel the need to say like, kuna kakitu na do. Just say, I can't make it.
Don't
Today
give
is
an
my,
excuse.
just don't give
Yeah,
a, say,
don't give an excuse.
I can't make it.
Yeah.
It's okay. Start practicing to say it like it is, because you are the one who's controlling your life. Stop feeling bad. If you can't go, it's okay. You can't go.
Yeah.
If you can't do it, you can't do it. If it's a no, it's a no.
It's so interesting because the other day I got a call from this person and they were like, hey, it was 6 p.m. Hey, we'd like for you to come in at 7 in the morning to shoot something. And I was like, it's 6 p.m. Absolutely
Not.
Like, you didn't take me into consideration. You're calling me at 6 p.m. Then I have to bend my back backwards, wake up, beat my face, figure out how I'm getting there to accommodate you.
No.
Nah, we ain't doing that.
No.
And that meant you were like the last minute pot.
Exactly. Like,
Plan
nah.
No.
No.
But anyway, so I would love to hear from others about the things I've learned in their 20s, those of you in your 20s going through things. I would love for you to leave a comment below, mainly because I want to treat somebody to a self-care box. It's gonna be MMTD and Lipton coming together to take good care of you. So there's a ton of tea, there is like a water bottle for the gym. There's even like makeup I have in here, courtesy of MAC. There's gonna be MMTD merchandise that I'm gonna be adding into this box for you. So go ahead, leave that comment below, and until the next video from my girls and I, it's a wrap!